Hello students, hope all of you are well enough. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. The name of the topic is levels of curriculum planning. In this video we are going to discuss two important points. The points we are going to cover today are number one, curriculum planning, and number two, levels of curriculum planning. Okay, so before starting the video, I would like to request each and every student to be very attentive. So let's start the video. At the very outset, we must understand what curriculum planning is. Okay, before going to discuss different levels of curriculum planning, it is a must that we should understand the meaning of curriculum planning first. Okay, so to cater this particular point, we have certain sub points there. Just have a look. What are the sub points? Number one, it refers to the way we conceptualize the curriculum. Okay, that means to conceptualize the curriculum, we need a particular way. Okay, that way, okay, that part is, in a sense, we can say curriculum planning. Okay, through this way, that means curriculum planning, we are able to conceptualize the concept of curriculum. Getting the point? What is the second point? Arrange its major components. So we understand what the curriculum components are. Getting the point? I hope you remember situation analysis, okay, objectives, content, course, evaluation, etc. These are some components of curriculum. So in arranging these major components, curriculum planning is necessary. Getting the point? What is the next point? Describe the learning opportunities available to students. Curriculum planning is important. Why it is important? Because it helps in describing different learning opportunities, different learning platforms, okay, for the students or the learners. Okay, what is the next point? Learning needs of the learners are at the center of an effective curriculum planning. If we want to, in a sense, we can say make curriculum planning successful, then all the time we need to focus on the learning needs of the learners first. Okay, so I hope you understand this point. What is the next one? Refers to the creation of a curriculum. That means curriculum planning refers to the creation of a curriculum. Okay, how an effective curriculum is created or produced. Okay, all these things comes under the term curriculum planning. So I hope you understood. Now you can proceed to the next slide. Now we are going to discuss different levels of curriculum planning. Okay, we have national level of curriculum planning, we have state level of curriculum planning, okay, and we have local levels of curriculum planning. Okay, initially we are going to focus on national level of curriculum planning. Okay, to support this point, we have certain sub points. Just have a look. What are the sub points? Number one, it involves subject experts and scholars of a particular discipline from various institutions across the country. Okay, to understand the national level of curriculum planning, we must understand who are the members, okay, of this particular level of curriculum planning. So in a sense, it is written there. Just have a look. National level of curriculum planning involves certain personnel, okay, and those personnel are subject experts, scholars, okay, of a particular discipline, and these personnel are from various well-known institutions across the country, well-known institutions specifically related to the field of education. There might be universities, okay, there might be different institutions like NCTE, okay, different institutions like NCERT. So from those institutions, different experts are hired and a committee is formed, and this committee is responsible for planning what? Curriculum on national level. Okay, I hope you understood. Now what is the second point? identification of subject matter. After the committee is formed, okay, nationally, this committee helps identifying the subject matter that is going to be included in the curriculum. Getting the point? What is the next point? Deciding about its sequence. After identification of the subject matter, what sequence should be followed? All these things are also decided by this particular committee. Okay, and apart from this, it suggests certain activities. What activities should be adopted inside the classroom, inside the curriculum, okay, to, in a sense, we can say, groom the learning experience of the students or the learners. All these things are also suggested by this particular committee on national level. Okay, and apart from this, it provides supplementary study materials. Okay, it helps in providing supplementary study materials to the learners also, okay, all over the country. What is the next point? It helps suggesting evaluation procedure, how to assess, how to evaluate the performance of the students or the learners. Okay, all these things are also suggested by this particular committee on national level. So this is all about national level of curriculum planning. I hope you are able to understand all these points. Okay, and what is the next slide? Just have a look. In this slide, we are going to focus on the issues related to national level. There are certain issues, okay, related to national level. What are the issues? Just have a look. Number one, it might not understand the needs of local learners. So we can understand that this national level of curriculum planning is prepared, okay, it is prepared by people from the different parts, different institutions, okay, across the country. So when these people, they are going to plan something, then obvious that they might not understand the problems faced by the local learners. Getting the point? So in that sense, it becomes an issue. Okay, what is the second point? Teachers are more acquainted with learners needs. Okay, so in comparison to the teachers, the persons or the individuals or the experts, okay, from different institutions across the country, they cannot understand the needs of the learners. They might not understand the actual needs of the learners, because teachers are directly related to the students. Getting the point? That's why teachers can get much more opportunities, okay, to understand the needs and problems and difficulties of the students. So if the subject experts from different institutions, they are given opportunity to plan something related to the curriculum, okay, that might not be effective. Okay, I hope you understood. Now it is the next point. Not successful in the hands of unskilled teachers. If the teachers are not skilled, okay, if the teachers are not expertise in the subjects, then the national level of curriculum might not be effective. So these are certain issues related to the national level of curriculum planning. Okay, now we can proceed to the next slide. In this slide, we are going to throw some lights on the state level of curriculum planning. Okay, what are the points? Just have a look. Number one, a committee is formed which consists of teachers, principals, coordinators, scholars, etc. So here also a particular committee is formed, okay, and in this committee we have teachers from different subjects, okay, and principals, coordinators, scholars, okay, etc. What is the second point? This committee is under State Education Department. So we have a particular State Education Department. So this committee is formed under this particular department. What is the department? State Education Department. Okay, for example, in Assam, okay, there is a particular State Education Department, and under that particular State Education Department, a committee is formed, okay, for the purpose of planning curriculum. What is the next point? It suggests the overall program across the state. Okay, overall educational programs are suggested by this particular committee across the state. Okay, What is the next point? States frame their own curriculum based on national curriculum framework. So on the basis of the national curriculum framework, the states are expected to frame their own curriculum. Why the states are given the autonomy to frame their own curriculum? Because they can understand the local needs of that particular region, the state. Okay, but if they are going to implement directly the national curriculum framework, that might not touch the local needs of the learners. Getting the point? So here, to focus on the local needs of the learners, states are given this particular authority to frame their own curriculum, but here they will have to follow what the framework. What type of framework they will have to follow? The national curriculum framework. Is that clear? I think you have understood. What is the next point? States are involved in the establishment, selection, regulation of curriculum, teaching methods, instructional materials in their schools. As states are given the full autonomy, getting the point, to frame their curriculum on the basis of the national curriculum framework, that is why they have to take all the responsibilities for establishment, selection, regulation, arrangement, controlling, teaching methods, instructional materials, and so on and so forth in their schools. Okay, that's the state. What is the next point? Encouraging school improvement. So here the state level committee, they all the time encourages the improvement regarding the schools all over the state. Okay, what is the next point? States should provide school districts with resources. Different resources should be provided to the school districts, okay, by the state committee. Okay, that is necessary for the improvement of teaching learning process specifically. So I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. So in this slide, we are not going to discuss the next level, that means local levels of curriculum planning. There is a homework for you. Okay, so what is the homework? Find out local levels of curriculum planning and forward your answers in the WhatsApp group. So it is your turn now to work on the levels of curriculum planning. What levels? Local levels of curriculum planning. I have already discussed the national level of curriculum planning, state level of curriculum planning. Now you will have to throw some lights on the local levels of curriculum planning by yourself, and after that prepare the answer. Getting the point? After preparing the answer, you need to forward your answer in the WhatsApp group. All these things are easily available in internet, so you can surf the internet and find out the answer. Okay, this is the homework for all of you. I hope you understood. So today we have discussed a very important topic, as I have already told you. What is the topic? Levels of levels of curriculum planning. What are the different levels? National level of curriculum planning, state level of curriculum planning, and lastly I have given you a homework. You will have to work on what? Local levels of curriculum planning. That's all for today. Thank you. Stay safe.